Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing fantastic and that you're all having a wonderful day. As always, very big thank you on the support on the new channel. Very big thank you for all the likes, all the comments, all the subscriptions. Welcome back to a super news I missed. This is news that I really missed that took place. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. U.S. senators have introduced the Digital Commodities Consumer Protection Act of 2022 to empower, they say, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, or the CFTC, with exclusive jurisdiction over the digital commodities spot market. U.S. Senators Debbie Stabenow, John Boozman, Cory Booker, and John Thune introduced on Wednesday the Digital Commodities Consumer Protection Act of 2022. The bipartisan bill aims to give the Commodities Futures Trading Commission new tools and authorities to regulate digital commodities, according to the announcement of the bill by the U.S. Senate Committee on Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry. These are the people who control crypto, agriculture, nutrition, and forestry. Okay. Senator Stabenow commented saying 1 in 5 Americans have used or traded digital assets, but these markets lack the transparency and accountability that they expect from our financial system, which is very little. I don't think that they understand that people have zero faith in the current financial system. Too often, this puts Americans' hard-earned money at risk, much like inflation. And you know, the average rent in America now, the average rent for a one-bedroom in America is now $2,000. Like, that's like now the baseline. So I think many other things have been putting Americans' hard-earned money at risk. The point being, there's a bit of a trend movement. I don't think this is going to catch on. We went over this before. For those of you who don't know, the CFTC is the commodities, and SEC, which we always talk about, is securities. They're kind of the two main regulators of money things within the United States. The CFTC, however, I believe has 1/5 or 1/6 the funding that the SEC has. So the SEC is far more corrupt and far more powerful. However, a lot of people within the cryptocurrency space, and we're also seeing a lot of senators and Congress people as well stepping forward, now announcing that they would much rather have the CFTC take over completely for the cryptocurrency space. There were interviews years ago. This is like 2-something years ago, where the heads of the CFTC basically came forward and they were like, yeah, they'd have a very light touch of regulations on crypto if they could. Basically, I think if I remember correctly, part of the statement was like, their cryptocurrencies, like, no one should explicitly be controlling them. Like, we can make sure that we as a country know where the transactions go, KYC, AML, all those other things. But as far as what the SEC is doing, the idea of overreach continues to enter the sentence. So this is the second time that something like this has happened. There was also another bipartisan bill a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember what it was called. There's always something rolling out. I would love, I'm not even in the States, I would love if these passed. However, I don't think so. I think the extra money that the SEC has behind them is empowering them in untold ways. So, yeah, I think it would be cool if the CFTC took over. But, corruption and all that. That's the CFTC bill, Digital Consumers Protection Act of 2022. Is trying to get pushed forward. If it does, oh, happy day, but I don't think we're going to get there. The U.S. Committee on Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry, that's where we are now? All right. Let's move on. Also in super popular news that I haven't heard anyone talking about, Instagram is expanding its NFT initiative internationally to more than 100 countries. Parent company Meta announced on the other day, Plus, it's adding support for NFTs created on the Flow blockchain. And now the Flow token is pumping. Remember when Flow token was pumping? This is apparently the news that was causing the movement upward. It says Flow is up by 44% over the past day per data from CoinGecko, with nearly all of that rise coming from Meta's announcement. Instagram's expanding integration lets collectors showcase their verified Flow NFTs on their account in Meta's photo sharing service, just say Instagram. The initiative first launched in the US to select users in May and now has expanded to include countries in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East as well. The feature lets users connect a supported crypto wallet to prove ownership of NFT collectibles and choose which ones to display, with both the owner and original creator automatically attributed alongside the asset. Has anyone else seen this? And I mean that in not a joking way. I use Instagram quite often for making art and also for collecting art and everything else I do on there. I haven't seen anyone mention this. I haven't seen any tags next to anyone's photo that they have an NFT, that they created an NFT, that this was from Flow, that this is a Flow. Also, gigantic NO to me wanting to connect any type of token wallet I have to Facebook. That sounds terrible. If you've ever used any type of a phone, desktop, something kind of cryptocurrency wallet, and like you connect it to a website, it normally asks you like, hey, can we read, sometimes your transaction history to see, blah, 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 blah. Or can we look at this before you connect to the actual website? I don't know. I don't want Facebook having all my crypto transactional data. Also, as far as what crypto tokens, NFTs I own. That sounds terrible. None of that even sounds remotely nice. But of course, this was very popular news. I mean, but where? I haven't heard anyone talking about this. And I'm asking, do you know Flow? Have you used this? Have you gotten the option when you sign on to Facebook? Is it asking you, hey, want to make an NFT? Or do you have a Flow? Has anyone connected their wallet to it? Mathematically, the people who watch this daily, there must be one person out there who's done this or who's gotten prompted for this. Did it work? I don't know. Anyway, that's apparently Meta / Facebook / Instagram has rolled out NFT support. They announced this at the beginning of the year that they were going to be really getting into NFTs, into the metaverse, is why they changed their name to Meta. News. Sure. No, I don't know. It's Facebook. Why would I do that? All right. Let's move on. Also in the news, Coinbase has now added support for, I believe, nine new cryptocurrencies that will allow people in New York to be able to trade them. Yeah, that's right. If you've been here for a while, for some reason, whenever something... Why does this happen? The world is so stupid. Whenever something launches crypto-wise in the United States, all other 48 states get it except for New York and Alaska. It's always the same. What happened to the United States and not the 48 states plus 2 others plus territories? The asset management arm of the exchange sent out a tweet announcing the new development, and I have no idea what these tokens are. According to the announcement, the new tokens available on the platform are GKT, that's GTC, MASK, UPI, XTZ, CTSI, RAI, IOTX, TRB, and WKGF, WCFG. It says, however, Coinbase aims to make first available the new offerings to its New York customers. The exchange may plan to expand the offerings later on this year. Here's the tweet for it right here. I don't know what these things are, and I don't know what they're supposed to be. But yeah, if you are in New York, get ready, buddy, because you now have access to these coins that are on the screen. You might not have heard of them, but you are now able to use them. Does anyone, and never mind. I was going to, no, my brain answered my own question. I was going to ask why it takes so long. I have a feeling it has something to do with regulations. I remember years ago, like many others, I'm sure, I kind of assumed that New York was like the money hotspot for the world, like bigger than London, bigger than Frankfurt, bigger than Tokyo or Singapore. And like, they just had their regulation and money weighs down. And then I found out that like, not only is New York expensive, but like, taxes are super high, and then property taxes are super high, and it takes like years to get any type of like actual years, not like a fake years, like to get paperwork done or to get like regulations pushed forward. Why? How did New York get so big with everything being so terrible money-wise there? I don't understand it. That's the Coinbase has added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 10. 10? 5. 6. Wait, 5? 9? They've added new coins onto their platform. I kind of went cross-eyed around here. There's new coins on their platform, so if you're there, you can use them. And also figure out what they are, because I don't know. All right. Let's move on. Also in the news, according to the latest data from the Turkish Statistical Institute, the country's annual inflation rate for the month of July, here we go, was 79.6%. Yes, the highest in 24 years. That should say the highest in ever. No country should ever have 79% in July. Rising transportation costs, food and beverages were part or some of the product categories that contributed to the overall rate increase. Turkey's consumer inflation rate in July surged to 79%, the highest in 24 years, while the monthly rate stood at 2.3%. Was that what? Of what? While the monthly rate stood at 2.3%? Okay, the latest data from the Turkish Institute shows, according to the data, transportation costs rose by 119%. Were one of the main four group products in a row in the summertime. Here's a chart right here. That chart looks terrible. That just looks very, very sad. Oh my gosh. How do you do things? What is that? What's that's terrible. The other three product groups where inflation rose fast were 79% for food. Drinks were up by 94%. No, furnishings and household equipment were up by 88%. And other things that I cannot mention were up by 82% as well. So remember when I told you before, when we heard that like the US inflation numbers were at like 8% and everyone was like, whoa, and I was like, no, it's still terrible. And there are other places where it's terribler. There, right there. I don't have the other chart here. There was another chart we saw about a month and a half ago that someone made, and it was every country that had an inflation rate over 15%, and it was like 90 different places. It's super sad. So like, we go to the supermarket and we're like, oh no, I don't know what people eat. I eat salad a lot. My salad, it's up by 40 something percent. I can't believe it. What am I going to do with all this lettuce now? But the other people are like, wait, 119%? Those numbers don't make any sense. Like, why can't just turn off the printing press? Like, just hit the red button. Like, stop it for the rest of the year. You literally have more than enough money running around your the population. All right, that's the terrible inflation numbers news. That's horrible. We also had news and have been having news for a while. Turkey's one of the leading places on the planet where crypto adoption is flourishing. And I mean, I couldn't imagine why. Imagine Bitcoin being more stable than your local currency. Think about that one. That's something wild to think about. Anyway, yeah. Let's move on. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. Ooh, look, oh, wow, whoa, Bitcoin has more than one bus. It's usually only one Bitcoin bus. Look at that. Do hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. That is a tiger with headphones. It's Tiger with headphones. See you.